On this week's episode, we're in Canberra as we celebrate Christmas. Keep watching to see everything we got up to and why we really enjoyed exploring everything Canberra has to offer.
G'day everyone, welcome to our adventure. We're a family of 4. There's Maggie, our loyal Groodle Rosie, Michael and myself Liz. We're hitting the road to do a lap of Australia, one stop at a time, figuring it out as we go. From the sunburnt outback to the lush coastlines, we're here to share our travels, the highs, the lows, and of course, the moments of pure joy and chaos that come with living on the road as a family. So buckle up, it's going to be a wild ride. Let's go explore Australia together.
G'day everyone and welcome to Canberra. So we've just arrived today and of course what's the first place we come to visit is the Parliament House. It's interesting driving into town. You can see how they've designed the city and all roads lead to Parliament House. We drove past the Australian-American Eagle Monument, but that looked right down at Parliament House, and then back that way you can see the old Parliament House. There's the big white building, and then all the way up to the War Memorial. Just having a look, we're spending 4 nights here, but just having a look through what there is to do, we kind of wish we had more time here.
It's quite an impressive layout actually, Canberra. Like feels got a little bit of a Washington vibe with the monuments, and I actually think Parliament House is a lot more impressive than I thought it was going to be. Rivals the White House, you may say. Okay, Maggie.
Yeah.
When you become Prime Minister one day, a much better one than the first female Prime Minister, what is going to be your first decision about Australia?
I'm not being one.
What do you mean?
I'm not going to be one.
Okay, well let's talk about when I become the best female Prime Minister then. The first rule is going to be, I'm going to have to think about that one.
I don't think she's going to be a president anyway because
We
she's...
don't have presidents, we've got Prime Ministers.
Well, because she is nearly 50 years old and you have to be at least younger to start. So I don't think she's going to be joining any soon. She's a bit too old.
I'll have you know, the older you get, the more refined you get, like a fine wine. Describes me perfectly.
She's still too old.
Don't listen to her.
Do listen to me.
Okay. As the future best female Prime Minister of Australia, first rule that I shall install in this wonderful country is that all executive positions in any company anywhere in Australia shall be held by females, because we have been overlooked too much in the past. So that's rule number 1. I'll come up with more as we walk around, which will become my new place of work. As you can see, that's it. Might go in and just decide which office is going to be mine in the future. Definitely one with a view. Yeah. Anyway, stay tuned for more bills that are going to come your way. Alright, I've come up with bill number 2 that shall be passed through Parliament, and that is that dogs will be allowed wherever you want to take them. I mean, they have to be well behaved, but Rosie is well behaved, so she will be able to come to work with me, and we will spread the love of animals all through Australia.
We originally went to Parliament House not thinking we would go inside, so we brought Rosie with us. But since we were there, I told Liz and Maggie that they should at least go in and have a look while I looked after Rosie. Liz isn't really into politics, but she absolutely loved it and glad that they went in. We were staying at the Capital Country Holiday Park while visiting Canberra, and funnily enough, it's not even in the ACT, it's in New South Wales. It's a really nice park and it has the option of a dog freedom site, which was the first we had seen. Rather than having to be on a lead while outside the van, Rosie was able to run around within the fenced off site. It's a great idea that we think more parks should adopt. We finally put up our lights since it was Christmas Eve. With our caravan decorated, we were ready for Christmas Day, our first on the road. And of course, we were up early, so we got stuck into opening all of our presents. Even Rosie had a couple to open. We couldn't have Christmas Day without a proper Christmas lunch, so we headed to the Helix bar in Canberra. Although we weren't with our extended families, the restaurant did go to the effort of doing the small things that really made it feel like Christmas. Well, Merry Christmas everyone. We've just rolled ourselves out of the restaurant to the Vibe Hotel. It's called the Helix Bar and Grill. We had a buffet lunch there. But, for the price, we weren't too impressed. I mean, it was a good lunch. We paid a bit less, but I think we spoiled ourselves by going Epicurean the other day. So, thought we'd stretch our legs up here at Mount Ainslee.
But we did meet a nice lady called Annie from Majura Valley Farm. They do free range eggs, pretty much service most of Canberra, and she's invited us out to the farm to meet all the animals, so we'll try and find some time to fit that in because Maggie talked her ear off.
Maggie went and spent about 5-10 minutes at their table having a chat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, and they've got a maremma, which I've always wanted when we had the farm, so we definitely...
But that actually lives outside.
No, well, it does.
They don't have a husky.
Does live outside, but they said it's not the best kind of dog. It's more of a pet dog, which is what they should be.
Anyway, let's go for a little walk around the top here. I don't think we're walking down those stairs today. Surprisingly, the Royal Australian Mint was open on Boxing Day, so we headed in to check it out as we were told it was a must-see. Tell me all about it.
Well, there's a big bit of lots and lots of $1 coins, and it might worth be $1,000s of dollars.
The women's weekly birthday cake coins. Look.
Oh, duck cake.
Money in.
It was very cool to be able to see our very own uncirculated $1 coin be minted. Sorry. It even might be worth $2 one day. Everything had been well thought out and designed by using a lot of real coins. It was definitely worth a stop to have a look around. The next day we headed to Questacon, just like Scitech in Perth but on a bigger scale. The first stop was the fire show with some great visual effects. A couple of standouts would be the lighting, and the earthquake house, where you could experience what it was like to be in a real earthquake. There was so much to do here, and you could spend all day if you had the time. Come on, pull, Mum. Pull. You're being beaten.
You got this.
Go, Maggie. Rosie had already spent too much time by herself, so after picking her up, I dropped Mum and Maggie off at the Cockington Green Gardens while I took Rosie for a run. Although there was a lot to see and the gardens were beautiful, having free entry at the Clog Barn back in Coffs Harbour, Liz thought that the entry price was a bit steep for these gardens. And after a very, very long wait for the train due to technical issues, they finally hopped on for a ride around the gardens. We then made our way over to the Australian War Memorial. It was late in the day and we still had Rosie with us, so we missed out on going inside or having a tour. But Liz and Maggie were able to watch the last post ceremony, which was very moving and a great experience. For where Canberra is located and how small it is for being our capital city, we were pleasantly surprised at how beautiful the city really is. It is pretty easy to get around and feels like driving through a big country town. And Maggie loved these statues that we came across when wandering through the city. Thought we'd come back up to Mount Ainslee to see it at night. We were recommended to come over at night time, and we got here just in time for the sunset. Looks like everyone else in Canberra has as well. That's a beautiful sunset, and we'll hang around and see the lights of Canberra. It was getting too late to stay until it got dark, but it was beautiful to watch the sunset on our last night here. On next week's episode, we head up into the Snowy Mountains in New South Wales.